am honored to present my work here in the ACPIN, and thank you very much for Jaco and Adine for inviting me also and all the board of the ACPIN to present my work here in Manchester. About the effectiveness of a new neural motor recruitment method combined with transcranial direct stimulation to induce and guide motor recovery in incomplete traumatic spinal cord injury. In fact, with spinal cord injury and especially also with stroke patients, because this method can be effective. We worked on this 15 years, but we already start a research about the effectiveness of this protocol combined with many things, of course, but we will go to make independent research to isolate this technique and see what is the impact on several biological markers about how to induce motor recovery in spinal cord injury. So this is Lebanon. Of course, this is not Photoshop. This is taken by my student from the CVU, and you know that now we have a temperature of 28 degrees today, so very different from Manchester. And this is my university in night view. This is the Lebanese university. This is the only governmental university in Lebanon. Includes about 70,000 students, comparing to Great Britain. Of course, this is nothing, but for Lebanon, we have 5 million. 75,000 is a huge number of students, and 5,000 professors. This is my affiliation. Primarily, I am the director of Master in Neurological Physical Therapy and Doctor in Physical Therapy. This is my research team who performed these two master students, one biomedical engineer and me, of course. And this work is funded by the National Council for Scientific Research and Lebanese University, so no conflict of interest about any product that I will show. In a traditional view of spinal cord, we see the spinal cord like bundles, and these bundles is a sum of neurons, of course, what calls pathways, and these pathways go from up to down and from down to up in a specific way. And movement, of course, produced with the planning and programming of the brain, but of course with the sensory feedback. So we cannot do movement without sensory feedback, and these all must pass by the spinal cord, which is the connecting structure between brain and the peripheral. And we know that traumatic spinal cord injury is a very devastating event that can occur and can lead sometimes to death, but sometimes also to a disability that can put the patient in chair or wheelchair. And so this protected bundle of nerves that connects the brain to the body after trauma are affected. And of course, like Professor Kaukel speak about spontaneous functional recovery, we have this spontaneous functional recovery, and according to many studies, this spontaneous functional recovery is depending primarily on the amount of spared axons. So how to use this spared axon to induce motor recovery. And of course, functions gains over time, but we don't know the critical period in which we must work. Maybe in acute phase we cannot work because this is inflammation. Maybe in late phase we cannot because the patients will forget all what he knows about the movement, implicitly of course. And we have how to use these surviving fibers.